Coming right up is Media News number 137. It's an all DC media news, and in it we've got stories on Dark Knight, some of the casting in that, and some of the stuff that's going on in that, including we're going to talk a little bit about the new Batmobile they're going to have. Also, Wonder Woman casting news, Superman casting news, and the big story is about DC Nation and how it's coming to a TV screen near you. All that and more coming right up. Here at Alternate Reality, less is always more, because all new comics are always 15% off here at Alternate Reality. Every day for everyone. Unlike other stores, I have knocked 15% off the cover price of every new comic that's ever walked out the door here, going all the way back to when I first opened in 1994. So why shop anywhere else when you can come down here and save 15% off every day for everyone at Alternate Reality?
It's time now for Media News with Comic Book Man and JR. Now with half the calories of the regular news.
Boys and girls, go back to your studies. Believe me, nothing in life is free.
Media News, episode 137, Eagle Coland.
Hey folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for...
It's time for Media News. That doesn't even hurt anymore.
It doesn't even hurt anymore. And Media News is coming to you from this place, Alternate Reality, which is located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Green, where every garbage can on the block is crystal clean,
You can eat
clear.
out of the bottom.
You can eat out of them. They are so clean because the bums have been through and cleaned them all out.
How do we know you can eat out of the bottom of it?
I've
We've
seen
plenty
it.
of bums
We've
doing
watched
it.
them do it. We've watched them do it. Alternate Reality, all new comics, especially all DC comics.
All of them.
You'll find out why that's important in a second. Either 15% off every day for everyone. 15% for everyone.
Spell it, Comic Book Man.
E-R.
E-R.
TV series on that once, I think.
Yeah.
First story we got up, when Marvel was bought by Disney, everyone said, "Oh, Disney's going to give Marvel a channel," and everyone thought, "Yeah, that'd be a brilliant idea. Disney owns Marvel; they've got all these TV channels, Disney XD, and give Marvel
It's
a channel."
natural.
But you know what? Warner's
Beat him to the punch.
Warner's owns DC, and Warner's also owns Cartoon Network. Wouldn't it be a brilliant idea if they gave like the DC characters a channel?
That's funny. You say that, Comic Book
Is
Man.
it?
I'm a little frightened right now.
Anyway.
Our top story happens to be
What?
DC Nation. Comic
Oh!
Book Man. We all live in a DC
best nation of them
Oh,
all.
It's the best nation on earth. We'll never go to war in the DC Nation. Cartoon Network, DC Comics, and Warner Brothers have announced DC Nation starting in 2012.
What is DC Nation?
DC Nation will be an entire block on the... Yes, it will. That is correct. It'll be an Aryan DC Nation.
Yes.
It will be an entire block of programming on the Cartoon Network devoted to DC characters. And you say, well, they've already got Brave and the Bold.
Yes.
They've already got Young Justice.
Yes.
They've already got Ben 10. What else do they have that's DC?
Well, they've got all the stuff that they dumped over on Boomerang, which doesn't exist anymore because they have these half-assed game show things.
And they also have the new Green Lantern cartoon series
Yeah.
that'll be coming up pretty soon. It's going to be all of those plus many more shows. Not only shows on the Cartoon Network, but they will also do cross-promotions on the internet. They will have making-ofs of their feature films on Cartoon Network exclusively. Very smart move on DC's part.
Brilliant.
Because of this, the previously announced Brave and the Bold that was originally said they were done making Brave and the Bold has been renewed.
Yeah.
For another season, as has Young Justice
Okay.
and Green Lantern, which is, we find out now, a CG animated series.
Oh, really?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Produced by Paul Dini.
Okay.
So we know the quality will be up there.
Yeah.
All coming to DC Nation in 2012.
Cool.
Yep. So I would imagine this is going to be an entire night, probably, on the Cartoon Network.
Oh, probably either that or they'll have an hour every night.
Every
or
night
something, or something
could be.
like that.
You're watching the DC Nation.
This is stuff that Warner should have done years and years and years ago. And all this goes back to something we did in DC News earlier in the year, last year actually, about how DC and Warner's were going to have a lot more synergy going with pushing the characters.
And they're doing it now.
They're doing it now. Next story we got, Liam Neeson.
We can't have a video outhouse without mentioning the name of Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson will not be in the next Batman film.
No.
That's our lead.
Yeah. That's a non-story if you ever heard one. Well, there's been all this talk about the League of Shadows is going to be in the third film.
Yes.
Which brought up speculation that Liam Neeson would return as Ra's al Ghul in the film.
Yes.
Liam has said no. Out of all the 20,000 other jobs he has, there's no time to do no. He's not going to be in the film.
He's busy with Battleship.
Exactly. Also in the Batman film,
Sunk my
he sunk my battleship. Yes, the $200 million battleship, Comic Book Man, in 3D.
But
I can't wait.
does that preclude the character or just the actor?
That would preclude the character because, from what we understand, Talia is in the film supposedly. and some other assortment. The League of Shadows.
Well, they'll probably mention his name.
I'm
His
sure they'll
name will-
take- yeah.
Ra's al Ghul's name will come up, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if Liam Neeson did show up in a flashback to the
Possible.
first film,
It's possible.
or if nothing else, a picture on a desk or something.
On a wall.
Dad.
Yeah. Daddy Al Ghul.
You know, I can't wait to see Liam Neeson do. You sunk my badge.
That line has to be in the film, too. It has to be.
I can't wait for that. I can't wait.
But Batman...
It'll
will-
be in the trailer. You watch.
Oh,
That'll
sure.
be in the trailer.
Sure, you suck my battleship. Also, Batman's going to get some new some new methods of transportation in the
Yes.
film, too.
Okay. Well, so far we've seen a motorcycle,
A car.
and a car.
He's going to have a plane.
Oh, great.
A plane. And a brand new Batmobile.
Oh, okay.
Brand new
Get rid
Batmobile.
of the tumbler, huh?
Well, this is supposedly some new kind of army vehicle, so it's going to be rather Tumbler-esque, I guess.
Skateboard.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who is one of the Christopher Nolan players, has just signed on the dotted line. There was a big to-do on the internet. He was playing Alberto Falcone. If I could say that name, it would be great.
He's a little young for.
Well, no, the son. What was the
Oh, the
son's
son.
name?
Oh, okay, okay.
The Holiday Killer.
Okay, I know.
But then that got poo-pooed, and now we just know he's in the film. We don't know what he's
Well,
playing.
once upon a time, he was in the supposed running to play Riddler when everyone thought
Yes,
Riddler was going to
if-
be in the film.
I kind of doubt it at this point.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's not. I'm
Kinda
sure he's
doubt
not.
it. Also, independent actress darling Juno Temple has been cast as a Gotham City street youth.
Street Youth.
Street youth.
Well, that might tie into the whole Catwoman thing if they're going to Frank
That's
Miller's
the rumor.
Batman Year One, because Selena ran with
Holly
a
Robinson.
Holly Robinson Street Youth.
That's the rumor. That's
Or
not
maybe
official,
a
but
female
that's the
Robin.
rumor.
Female Robin.
Well, they could be going into Frank Miller
If
land
she's a-
with
yeah,
some
if
sort
she's
of
a street-
female
if
Robin.
she's
I
a
don't
street
think
kid.
I don't think that he has any interest in doing Robin in any way, shape, or form.
Nolan said during this making of the second film that as long as he was in charge, we'd never see Robin in one of his films. Which,
Ain't never going to happen.
Never say
good call,
never.
buddy. Let's switch gears to Superman.
Superman, some casting, which they've already sort of announced, but you've got some
It's been
confirmation.
confirmed. Kevin Costner is playing Jonathan Kent in the film, joining Diane Lane as Ma Kent, but I don't think she'll be called Ma Kent.
What about the Dukes of Hazzard guy? I thought he was Spock.
No, that's in
He's
an
cheap, too.
That's in an alternate universe.
Oh, okay.
That's an Earth something, Earth
Yeah,
12.
Earth Smallville.
Yeah,
Earth
yes,
Smallville.
which has been around for 10 years. and
Yes.
wistfully
Which is
being
wrapping up.
not a moment too
Too
soon.
Wow.
Comic book man. We have a final episode coming up too.
Yes, we do.
So that's it on the Superman news. Where else do you want to go?
Wonder Woman. Wonder
Yes.
Woman. As we've reported before on Week in Review, with the Wonder Woman costume, it's a wonderful costume, isn't it? It's Jim Lee's.
It's an amalgamation of a couple of costumes. It's very colorful, which
it's-
surprises the hell out of me. I
It's
thought
Jim
they
Lee's
muted,
costume.
but
It's Jim Lee's
Well,
costume.
Jim Lee's
except
costume-
except the pants were black
I was
in
gonna say,
his, and they're blue in this. So the
we're-
color, but I
we're
mean,
breaking hardcore nerd on you right here. The pants are much brighter in the TV
yes,
series than they
yes,
are in the comic.
Well, the three colors, the Superman colors of her costume, red, blue, yellow,
Yep.
are
Carried
vibrant red, blue, yellow.
Hell, her costume on the TV series is more vibrant than the Bryan Singer Superman costume was in his movie.
What wasn't? What wasn't in that thing?
So-
To digress, well, the great thing about the Bryan Singer Superman movie is you watch the very end as Superman's flying off into the clouds. It's the only time I've ever seen a character fly directly into the sun in shadow. And I don't mean behind him, in front of him. He's in shadow and he's flying directly into the sun, which is the problem with that whole damn movie.
It's dark.
On one level, it's a dark, dark movie.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be. Superman is not supposed to be a dark character. But
But anyway,
Yeah,
that
is what it is.
Digress. Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman, yes, we have some casting announcements. Liz Hurley is playing the Heavy in the film. She's in the pilot only at this point. Don't know if she's carrying over into the
Do you
series.
know who the Heavy is?
They're not
I
saying.
mean, is it Cheetah or
They're not saying.
Baroness von Gunther?
Wow.
That's a Wonder Woman
sounds
Heavy.
Fantastic. But no, they're not saying who the Heavy is at this stage, but I'm sure we'll find out eventually. Justin Bruning will be playing Steve Trevor. He of the ill-fated remake of Knight Rider that NBC did about a couple of years
Man,
ago.
remember the big to do about
They
that.
pushed
thing when
that
it came out?
hard, and it lasted a season, and
And
Adios.
died. And
Yes,
because
yes.
nobody gives a damn about a talking car.
Steve
Unless
Tra-
David Hasselhoff's gonna be drunk in it,
eating a burger.
eating a burger off the block of the car when it's hot.
Steve Trevor is, in this version, is Army vet who now works for the Justice Department. How he can be an Army vet at the age of, I think Justin Bruning is like 28. I don't know, but we'll see.
Well, he might have been made a vet because they wanted to put him in the Justice Department.
Could be. Could be.
You'll be much better off here. We're going to drum you out of the service and give you an honorable.
Yeah,
and
nothing
you're
like a
vet now.
desk job, pal.
No, I'm sure it won't be a desk job for long.
But he gets
He'll
to
be
hang
getting
out
in
with
trouble.
Wonder Woman, so there's nothing wrong with that.
That's Steve Trevor's job.
Yep.
Hang out with Wonder Woman.
Yep.
Okay. And that's it. We're done. We're finished. We're out of here. We got no more DC news.
Nothing, no.
But you can go to the store's website and check out all the DC comic news and
Come
the
here and buy DC Comics.
DC movie news at the store's website. And where's the store's website at? Where's it at?
It's in Boston right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Alright, Queen of Redundancy here. www.myalternatereality.com.
So check out everything that's on the store's website and involves DC Comics, including what we're getting in here at the store. And until next time, this is Comic Book Man.
And it's JR from the DC Nation.
Saying,
It's a DC world.
bye!
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.